great to be back on 7 Media Sports Session on YouTube, and like I always do it, always ready to serve you the best of sporting content. Thomas Partey is in the news, and I believe by now you've come across the story or the info that Partey has been charged with 2 counts of rape. 2 counts of rape. Yeah. It just gets worse for Thomas Partey. And on the 13th of March, Partey will appear at the Westminster Magistrates Court in England. And we are different from the earlier one. You know the earlier one in November. And our seminar. It sounds so bad. Ebishia na yaka. We are different from the earlier one. One count of sexual assault and I think 5 count of rape. No, we are different. We are fresh. Yeah. So Partey story, no. It gets worse as each day passes. Recently, the head coach Marcelino and some of the two Jaffa Thomas Partey who was so damning, was so devastating. Something that can compound the situation of Thomas Partey. And after that unfortunate development, the latest one, and it's a fresh charges, and yes, Partey in relation to another rape allegation again. So he has been charged. So 13th of March, different from the earlier one. And we need to have a conversation about this issue. We need to have a conversation. I, for instance, know that some way, somehow, there is presumption of innocence. So the competent court of jurisdiction, they need to prove that Partey is guilty. They need to do that. Until they prove that Partey is guilty, you cannot say that Adie Wina Partey. Na Partey se fata se wasi edeni eden to prison. And I say wasi asuntwe bi ekomano. Yeah. Into at the moment, all about investigations on the part of Thomas Partey trying to lay his hands on materials that will make it possible for him to be vindicated. And also the ladies involved, the plaintiffs, are also trying to make their case much better so that at the end of the day, whatever they've put on Thomas Partey, their case will be of substance and that the verdict will be ruled in their favor. So November, is different from 13th of March, we have fresh 2 counts of rape, and they are charged Thomas Partey. So, like I said earlier on, Partey's story gets worse as each day passes, and at the moment, the element of Thomas Partey overcoming this unfortunate development, is low, is very low, and I'll be giving you reasons. It's a big lesson to all of us, and the edinipa ko in social mono. Ayana yimu bibre ya dream say too far away from us. The edinipa ko in social mono. Ayana yimu bibre ya dream say too far away from us. Inti unam honoma, in as much as you need to be tactful, you need to be on the watch out. You need to be on the lookout. And you need to pray. You need to pray. Ubini will be kun. And will be yes or pata. Into upia bakon. Upiano or patan upiano. And a nipano at a toy. A munimu honoma nipano. yensum handcuff eda ne nsa enne me kase odafiase nti de edi nipa ekọ tibia bi mu eni wo se nipa ne komu no enye far away from us ne ekoso ewo Partey abrabo mu ye mu bebre ya ye wa abrochira ene ne handcuff no ye de betutu ye nsa se ne ye di chain bi etutu obi nsa na so obi di chain ye dress yeah because omo abrabo ne omo certain no e different from us e so different from us and nti and now we a Ghanaian footballer, you need to be extra careful. You need to be extra careful. The last time, na me tie you see for last and chips Kwame Bonsu Conte story no. According to Chipsa, just say Sweden chrono, a man bebre almost targeted black players. Almost shedder, no one pretended so or pretend what in whom been bang what in whom be chuchu, my adam for. Ko bibini when you're Brunino, I love you. A China 2 or 3 months now, ya worry. To the extent of say after say what water in the crutches or whatever ma what G de say what dog. Tina baba ya worry. Na ebe ya worry we are. What in the ways and means in abemwa ade ebeche no. Na otra ban kukum adan ya obo yere. Adan ya won have sex forcibly and an da. Na otra ban kukum waja pade ni nyina wafa. The next thing is that you'll be deported to Ghana. And similar thing happened to Kwame Bonsu Conte. So be kinda. And yes, a Brunina no one any woman no worry no. Nay ye yere. Nay Kwame Bonsu Conte yere precope. One na tena more than a year. Obano echo report and say Obrono or Sanso Ripuno. Ne club na dream whom you know. They just say police just invaded their training grounds and he was in handcuffs. Immediately, and now with immediate effect, his contract was terminated. And yet the timely intervention from the Ghanaian ambassador was Sweden and some government officials and central Krum has here. Kwame Bonsu Conte bi ameka senkoda so atwere mu. I was Sweden. Inti emrofo ma no omo targeted black players and ehon mo mra no wo ye den a emra no ye mama ye mankwara ene mmoa because isi den and oba obi a repu more than 2 times. Obi a repu isi den will repu more than 2 times. Because man or more allergies a party, it repeat woman. Obi any one more than that once. On J matches and more than once. Tis a ne and will repeat wa. Insure a toyen. O one tis insure at all. A dear changes were former phones when. Now what sounds what baby was sounds what repeat. You see, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. That is why, as a Ghanaian footballer, if you are based in Europe, you need to be careful. I'm not saying you ought to stay away from white women. Of course, there are genuine ones who are good, but you need to be careful. You need to be careful because emrano ifiva mano, and then kwarahane mwa. And ubi obeben ubi ya no. Or ben for a reason. Or ben for a reason. And yes, a one and more feel. And yes, a one and more fe. No. And Fanny Sakura, and yes, a one and more fe be broso. And I'm Brunino who says so bema. Who says so bema da. No. Majority of them do that because of money. They show up because of money. The probability of Partey escaping or being proven not guilty are low. Which are the dynamics are unless Partey to me gather enough evidence, like what Benjamin Mendy did with regards to his case. Yeah. Because Jenny Woodshire, how handle Mendy case, on one handle Partey case, on another a defended party. Jenny Woodshire, one of the best lawyers when it comes to criminal cases and issues of rape, celebrities or mass suffer issues. On one year hold you on down. Ukuta good record. Jenny Woodshire. But Mendy Dieno, no evidence because ni fi ho no mo CCTV camera ebobo ho no mo a chese a man on your mo inya sankita hudie ni nyina no na ye live recorded into ye video no court ho no mo. And through that I think they got to know or they had better understanding as to what really happened during sex. And yes, he be a Mendy force his way on those women. But eventually, look at the harm that was caused. City, they were not paying him and he was deprived of football. And look at his career. Though he was vindicated in the long run, Shania Mendy were losing the fitness, were losing the form. I know compensation need a beba, but the career no ready aye. Ready ne career aye. Nansenya wo and Marcelino Villarreal coaching. He came out with those damning comments about Partey. You know that the gentleman is going through a lot. But as a coach, as a manager, Bruchikura the former manager, because you don't only come out with tactics, you manage players. When you say player, no, the story ni, he's going through a lot. And the coach publicly decided to put Partey under the bus. He can't someone just say as the auto Partey in what the ban the press conference anymore. And very recently, a new see na for my planet, and I win swap boom. In the 13th March, the year can we are, and also you bet me a journey case into another day, and Sana November, the end, so you can. To November, the end, verdict, a bit me a ba. And it depends, I don't know. Maybe a verdict in a court, separating a winnie and I say a man in a winnie. Ye can we are and Sana 13th March, the end, and also no. Based on a diet, the question, and also you can want them. A be. We need to pray for Partey because the same way, there is a lot to it. That is why as a footballer, you need to be careful. And even as a man, we are yet football wants them. Oba betimi review so simple. Oba betimi review. Then you krum ha de. Ye mra na ye dane ne kakra bi na ne mrofo ne de na sa. Menim. Then ye prison ho no mokra na manfo onko ho no modada. Amanfo onko ho. Ke meme wo krum ha besa. Because a hand ye taking your money be brave for granted. You taking your money be brave for granted. And when I'm running for you, into so say, if she says she wants to bring you down, she will bring you down. Take it from me. She will bring you down because when any have it sex cry, not so stop. I've had enough. Ebi ana sa time na fe na ugina so peme. Pe wo momra no you have to stop. Say ujina so, say fe na ubejemu, you have to stop. A DNT. And I be home. Obeko ho abrese. Look at the race involved. Even at Villarreal, I'm not sure henceforth. Nanze kura no more money playing time. How much more your day 2 new charges about becoming? Your blasters in midfield in Suna, just your team your GJ. The same way you someone with immediate effect and the crowd, and I was say GFN or more, they have to reach out to Thomas Partey, have a conversation about it. If I was a party, a new club, will be to more playing time because the World Cup, you need that party super dear. Say you need that party super dear, and you be dear doc on qua, and fat. A same way no, I was say the GFA behind and a back door money party she and income how because say you be here no World Cup now, of course party here more playing time and psychologically so no we here personal so omo bebe no aboa no. And yes, idea. Me say Villarreal no one try won GC bio. Until from now, see it was February. World Cup and started June. I think June 11th. I say I could see July 19th. Now June 11th, from now up to June 11th, no. Partey in your regular playing time. Obe down about World Cup na Magana. Obe down about. Until no same way there. A foot woman yina. Let's remain hopeful. Say a party beat me. The chances, of course, very slim, but senior mechanic. Mama no handle Benjamin Mendy case no one handle Partey and Partey be here more videos. Meaning to record there. Our videos no bet say no a man or modi or more by and a match no a course on a one force you. So one record be there. We need CCTV camera there. It will be difficult because it will be your word against their word. And the whole money there, that one, your chances of winning are very, very, very low. So that is about it on Thomas Partey. Your lesson. Not only upcoming footballers, not only footballers, but to all men out there, Charlie, we need to be careful. Do to subscribe to 7 Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the best of sports and content. Have a wonderful day.